9:13 WMAZ Morning starts now.
We already have a couple of showers rolling through central Georgia. You will definitely need the umbrella at some point over the next few days. I'll have the details coming up.
Getting a COVID-19 vaccine no longer off the table for one Houston County man. Why he decided to roll up his sleeve and what one health district says about where virus numbers in several counties stand.
As COVID-19 cases go up, some trials in Bibb County will sit down. The order the chief judge plans to sign and how long it could last.
If your child is enrolled in the Bibb County School District, well, they will be joining class virtually today and for the next 2 weeks. I'll have all the details for you in just a minute.
Well, good Tuesday morning. You're taking a live look over a beautiful downtown Macon. We're coming up on 6:31 a.m. on this September the 7th. I'm Wanye Reese, and I'm feeling like it's like a Tuesday, you know?
It is definitely Tuesday, although some people it feels like a Monday.
That is true, but it feels like a Tuesday. I don't know why I'm laughing right now, but it just feels like a Tuesday. I feel like a little sluggish. Like, I'm happy the week is going by, but I'm like, eh.
But now we're already partway into the week.
You're right, Caitlin.
So we're going to go with the positive today.
All right, you're putting some in my day.
You got to give and take a little bit, Courtney.
That's right. Caitlin, thank you for making our day great with Kate.
Thank you.
This
Great
morning.
with Kate.
Always
And you
good
can make
for
it
that.
great with Courtney.
Yes.
At
That's
7:30.
right. Yes, you can. Yes. Hello, everyone. Good morning. You know, I kind of get what you're saying, though, Wanye, because Mondays are hard and Tuesdays are just that, like, in-between day, you know? So then when your Tuesday's your Monday. That's all right. But we do have a shorter work week. So there we go. The positive. 72 right now in the city of Macon. And we're just going to bring it right back to the kind of dismal because it feels pretty muggy out there this morning. Actually, very muggy as you get ready to head out the door. Very different feel than what we experienced over the weekend. And even yesterday morning, some of us were in the 60s yesterday. Now all of us in the low 70s, a few mid 70s off to our east. Dew points are back at that tropical status in the low 70s. So it is a very humid start to the day. You will notice that increased humidity as you head out the door. And with all that moisture, we already have a few showers in parts of Upson County and Johnson County. We have plenty more rain on the way over the next couple of days. I'm going to take you through it all. That's in just a few minutes.
Well, thank you very much, Courtney. COVID-19 continues to be a concern here in central Georgia. The North Central Health District shows all 13 counties it serves considered to be in substantial spread for the virus.
That means the transmission level is high within those counties. According to the most recent data from the district, about 36% of people across its counties are fully vaccinated. But those numbers could get a boost as some people who were once hesitant now change their minds about getting the shots. We spoke to a Houston County man who says he did his own research and decided to get the Johnson & Johnson vaccine in late August.
Michael Dinkins says part of what changed his mind was watching the number of COVID-19 cases climb. He also says he did his research, and that's something that he recommends that everyone does who's hesitant about rolling up their sleeves as well.
Through information and just dealing with looking at friends and, that maybe, possibly dealing with it with their families. I could not just sit aside and do nothing. It's important, I think, that all of us get vaccinated at this point.
Well, as of August 29th, the North Central Health District says the median age of people testing positive or presumed positive for COVID-19 is 38 years old.
The health district says last month there were more than 1,000 breakthrough cases of COVID-19. Now, the CDC defines that as when a person gets their final COVID-19 vaccination dose and then 14 or more days later, they test positive for COVID. As the virus cases go up, you may not see the gavel come down in Bibb County. That's because jury trials may be put on hold for the rest of the month. Chief Judge Howard Sims says he plans to sign a judicial emergency because of increasing COVID-19 cases. The judge previously halted jury trials for August but never signed a formal order. Judge Sims says he plans to sign a judicial emergency today or tomorrow. By statute, the emergency order can only last for 30 days. Sims says the order will get them through the first week of October. He says he hopes that things will have improved by then. All right, let's talk about some state headlines. Atlanta police are still looking for the person responsible for a shooting near a nightclub.
And it left a handful of people hurt. It happened yesterday morning at an intersection near the Marquette Lounge. When officers got there, they found 5 people shot. Preliminary investigation reveals the shooting may have stemmed from a fight at the nightclub, but investigators are still working to figure out exactly what led to the shooting.
The Marquette Lounge released a statement yesterday saying in part our premises were fully secured at the time and to our knowledge no major occurrence happened that would warrant the shooting that took place across the street. They say they're limited in the level of control we have in situations that do not occur on our property, and they're fully cooperating with the ongoing investigation.
Police say a suspect they looked for after a weekend shooting in Athens turned himself in. Investigators took 21-year-old Farrell Williams into custody after he turned himself in to the Wilkes County Jail yesterday. The shooting happened Sunday and left 7 people hurt. Police say Williams began firing into a crowd that was fighting. All the victims are expected to be okay. The
holiday weekend came with a cost, as we now know there were reports of at least 3 possible drownings. That's according to the Georgia Department of Natural Resources. The first happened Saturday on the Oconee River when an Eatonton man went under and never came back up.
Game wardens and Johnson County deputies recovered the body of 41-year-old Jeffrey Roberts on Sunday. The Wilkinson County coroner says Roberts was part of a group of canoers and kayakers. He says Saturday a group stopped near the Wilkinson-Johnson County line. Roberts went for a swim but went under. Someone reported a second possible drowning Sunday at Lake Oconee, and there was a report of a third yesterday at Lake Lanier.
Over the Labor Day weekend, law enforcement also reported 13 boating under the influence in 5 boating situations. A ban on new pawn shops in Macon. It's a topic that we've told you about for a few weeks now. Bibb commissioners could vote tonight on that proposal to extend it. Their original ban on new pawn shops started back in February but expired last month. Mayor Lester Miller wants to extend the ban for another 9 months. Miller says Macon has too many pawn shops. He argues that some of these shops are leading to violence, poverty, blight, and decreased property values in some neighborhoods. The meeting, it starts at 6 this evening.
Well, you may not be able to fill up at one Perry gas station anymore, but you can soon pull up and check out the history. Today, the Perry Area Historical Society plans to cut the ribbon for the old Sinclair gas station. It comes after completing the restoration and museum. Last month, we told you about the restoration process. The city had plans to demolish the station, but 1,000 people signed a petition, so the Historical Society and Perry each pitched in about $50,000. The city says the ribbon cutting will happen at 10 this morning. Very exciting. Time is 6:37. You know, Labor Day is supposed to be, I guess, the end to the, the unofficial end to summer. But, you walk outside, it doesn't feel that way.
Yeah, you wouldn't guess it, right? Although y'all already know I have all my fall stuff up.
I saw it.
Willing it to come.
Maybe if we just all decorate, it will just follow suit. You know what I mean? You got to just speak it into existence. All right, everyone. Well, here's a look at our dog walk forecast for this half hour. This is actually a friend of mine's dogs, Randy Lee Ford. This is River and Thor. How sweet are those faces? They are the cutest. She actually did this for her pregnancy announcement. So a lot of good things happening over in the Ford family. And if you are planning on giving the dog a walk within the next few minutes before you head out, maybe an isolated shower. And then if you are waiting until later this evening to give the dogs a walk or do anything outdoors, you might be dodging a few scattered storms. So we're going to take you through it all in the next few minutes here. Happy Tuesday, everyone. For a lot of you, probably does feel a little more like a Monday, but like we said a little earlier, that just means it's a short work week for us. A couple of isolated showers this morning if you are waking up with us in western Upson County, just a heads up there. Also, it looks like Johnson County, there is a stray shower just outside of your county line. But there were a couple of showers rolling through there not too long ago, so might be a little bit on the slick side on some of the roads. You might be looking at this and saying, what's all this green though? Well, when it's really warm and muggy out there, the radar beam can't go quite so high up in the air, so it's picking up on all that lovely moisture that's near the ground. You're definitely going to notice it this morning. It's very warm and muggy to kick off your day. 72 in Macon and in Warner Robins. We're at 72 in Forsyth, 73 in Wrightsville, and in Dublin and in Cordele to kick off the day. Now, all of this moisture is getting trapped underneath a stalled front that is going to stay over the area for the day today. And so as we head into the afternoon hours and we start to heat up, all that moisture that's already definitely present this morning is going to start to rise, and that will create the chance for showers and thunderstorms for the afternoon. So here's 3 o'clock. Time a lot of students will probably be headed home from school today. Be sure if you haven't already made your way out to the bus stop that you have that umbrella with you, because a chance for scattered showers will be there. We will continue that even as we head into the 5 o'clock hour tonight. So the time a lot of you will probably be headed home from work today. We will continue that chance for scattered showers and thunderstorms along this front. Now the front's going to fizzle apart, but we're not going to be done with our cold fronts for the week. We're actually going to have another one. This front going to bring a severe threat to the Midwest today. Thankfully for us, that won't be the case, but it will keep us unsettled. However, this front's going to do something good for us other than offer us a rain chance. It's actually going to steer a disturbance that the National Hurricane Center is watching that's down towards the Bay of Campeche. It is going to steer it away from us. Notice the projected path of this. It is expected to head south of the area. That's thanks to our front pushing it out of the way. But notice something else. Very low chance of formation. Our front is actually going to kind of absorb that wave and not allow it to form, at least as it makes its way closer to the Gulf Coast. If it goes back out over the Atlantic, it's kind of free reign and it can actually reform, but right now it's not going to be an issue for us or the Gulf Coast, just going to be a rainmaker. We'll take you through the rest of the day today and into tomorrow. So as this front starts to approach and our other front fizzles apart, we'll stay very unsettled. Here is 6 o'clock for tomorrow night. Could run into a few scattered showers and storms as you go into tomorrow as well. So the next couple of days, the theme is going to be just be sure that you have the rain gear with you. As that front continues to push off to the south, it will again move that disturbance out of our way. We will dry out, though, it looks like just in time for the end of the week. Good news about the rain also, it'll keep us in the 80s, but as we dry out by Friday, we'll head back into the 90s by the weekend.
Thank you, Courtney. Coming up tonight on 13 WMAZ News at 6.
You know, Andy constantly said, man, he loved his country like no other. I mean, that's why he was doing what he did.
Well, this weekend will mark 20 years since the September 11th attacks. And as we get closer to that remembrance, people in Macon are using service to honor a soldier who gave his life serving our country.
Tonight at 6, our Suzanne Lawler shows you how a Bibb County Department and Macon Club are working to keep Major Cole Hogan's memory alive. And this weekend, ceremonies will happen across Central Georgia to remember the day and honor those lives that were lost.
On Friday, Georgia Military College in Milledgeville will host its annual Patriot Day event. It is open to the public. The school says the ceremony starts at 7:40 that morning on Grant Parade Field. It will include the Alan B. Posner Scholarship presentation, which goes to a prep school student whose father served in Afghanistan during the global war on terror. There will also be the laying of a wreath.
Well, this Friday, there's also a ceremony you can watch online. Centerville, Perry, and Warner Robins, along with Houston County and Robins Air Force Base, will host a virtual Remembrance event. It was set to happen in person, but because of an increase in COVID-19 cases, organizers felt it was best for it to go online. According to the city of Warner Robins, Robins Air Force Base Public Affairs will live stream the service through its Facebook page. It starts at 8:30 on Friday morning. Now, during the ceremony, local first responders will recognize by name those responders who lost their lives 2 decades ago.